One of the much harder to contact members of Check 6, Saji Johnson, was a really key member of Enter the Dragonfly as a whole. In fact, he was the only designer to last throughout the entire development of Spyro. During our call, he touched on the issues with the game's development, such as Universal's control over the project, as well as going into detail about how Ricky Rukavina seriously changed the entire direction of Enter the Dragonfly, for better or for worse.
When I first got there, I was a junior designer. I was working on the AI system, first guy putting in levels, first guy doing all that stuff. Game design, world population, basically everything that you expect that you'd be building out into levels. At the end of the project, I was a senior designer instead of being a lead. Ricky's the lead on that project. That was his vision for Spyro. But as far as all the work goes and managing that and making sure things are getting in, that's my responsibility. Pretty early on, we were just blocking out all the basic levels. When Universal took a much more active hand, they sent Ricky Rukavina over. He decided he had a particular vision for Spyro, and that's what he wanted to work on. And that's what we wound up making. We cut a large number of levels just because there wasn't enough time to complete them. If someone's coming in saying this isn't Spyro enough, or I want to change, then that's just how that goes. So with a bunch of changes consistently happening throughout the project, like with almost any project, but a lot of these were devastating. That basically killed the time we had to make the project, to build out these levels, to make sure the abilities worked, make sure various mechanics worked. Since there's a change in direction, once Universal had a much more active hand in the project. There's supposed to be a few more, side characters that are supposed to be introduced. And I think there's also a female dragon character we were working on. They wanted a clone, basically, of the other Spyros based off, those are successful, so that's what you guys should be doing, rather than actually allowing us to push the envelope and do anything new. A lot more worlds to run through, and it's all just kind of got really chopped down into what we got in the end. From the boss change to level layouts to level ideas, as far as, hey, I want to have aliens or whatever other idea will come in, like, okay, well, fine, this is what it is. Ultimately, in the end, you're in a position where this is what they want, and they're paying you to do it, so unfortunately, you can't really decline. You can only argue your points, but in the end, if they say, hey, this is what we want to do, that's what you end up doing. Definitely things could have been better. I think the team did well dealing with the changes and the implementation we had to do in order to hit the new direction we were given. There's a large number of just things that seemed more Spyro-esque to the development team, but not so much to the guys in the direction. Some of the reviews from Spyro 4, like, it was nothing new, it was nothing original. We did nothing to advance the character. Not supposed to, change it wholesale, but we did nothing to really make it a different experience for a new generation of players. And the next one that came out said, we need to change this up somewhat. We just can't stick to the old tricks, so it was very, very unfortunate. It's just a very interesting time. Late assets, a lot of late nights, a lot of hard work, and then just a lot of interference.
Hi guys, welcome back. Scatlink here, and we're off for more of Spyro 4 Enter the Dragonfly, and I flamed you? Could you please die so you don't shoot me and be cheap? Like, I mean, if I can't hit you, I'm pretty sure you'll still hit me, and that's considered cheating, my boy. In the last episode, we started off Honey Marsh, and even though I died a couple of times just trying to get around the bloody bend, we had this big clearing. And we've already taken out 2 of the distillers that are trying to siphon up all the honey, which, I mean, have you looked in the distance? Doesn't exactly seem possible, but the Riptocs are trying, and the locals don't like it. So, I mean, for all we know, maybe it's poison, the whole thing, which is why I'm getting hurt on a platform. I lived. Oh, there's a 1-up. That regenerated from last episode, I will gladly take. In fact, saying that, there's another one around here somewhere. No, it was above. It was above. It was above. I remember. It was above. I mean, I don't really need to grab it, but I just remembered where it is. But hey, I need a full recovery, so that worked out rather well, even though there was fodder here. Anyways, we also finished off with a tank minigame that I completely forgot I had a timer. It was pretty difficult until you get to the last segment, which is basically, an auto turret section, and on rails section. But we did it. And in this episode, we're going to continue on with Honey Marsh and do the other minigame. And I'm pretty sure it's been mentioned multiple times already in, the documentary that we have as our intros. Thanks to Mr. F01, also known as Kyle, and Teal Game Master. So through this little winding tunnel that we should have for loading purposes, which in Cloud 9 doesn't seem to happen as intended. hop down here, take out these bees along the way, grabbing all the gems. I think I just missed a red, and I avoided out. Yeah, there's no way I'm going to get out of this. Oh, wait, there's a... Can I get in that? No! I think maybe that whirlwind is to allow you to get out if you fall. I just couldn't make it. Well, that's my third death in this level already. I'm doing great for myself, aren't I? Let me get back up there. Okay, we're back, and again, I think there should be a Zoe checkpoint here. That bee did drop a gem, and I did not grab it. That was my bad, because I kind of dashed right past him. Haposhk! Probably shouldn't do that. I went for a dash and not a head bash. Isn't a charge a head bash, because I am bashing him with my head? It's not the move name. We know this. We paid to know this move, as you well know. There's flowers down there. There are gems down there, so I want to hop down. Oh, maybe I would have just died then because it's on top of this flower. Yeah, I was pretty much screwed at that point. So let's just do some cuts here. That'll do it. Where's the platform below? And you know what? Let's just do the safe way and just fly over this way. Tap you! I missed! Kill him. How did I miss? I was right on his noggin. Yeah, that was the easier way to just ensure that I wouldn't fall in between the flowers and die again. Oh, it went on further. But there's a dragonfly here, I didn't even notice. Wow. I must be blind.
Hey, it's Swan!
The excuse is that all the explosions from the tank made me blind. And that is the reason why I'm having trouble seeing things. Nah, I just completely missed it. But at least I went back and did that. It was a lot simpler, so that is basically just a way on getting back and around. Meanwhile, I can't see a thing in here. Walls are too dark. Wow. Oh, wait, no, that's a Zoe point! Zoe, zap me! What the hell? She's not spawning! And considering that we just, you know, took damage on these bobbing rafts because they were sinking into the, well, the honey, which was hurting us. It's kind of bad. Okay, I've moved away from her. Maybe she spawns if I come in this way. There we go. Zap me, please. Thank you very much indeedy. Now, I'm going to go around here again. Hopefully she'll zap me come around this way so I'm not facing the wrong way. She will not. She'll only zap me if I head back to her. Not through the normal method of the level. That's a little bit silly. I guess a plus side on this level, being the way it is that it doesn't chug a lot. It actually runs pretty smooth. I don't actually know how late this level was in development, but clearly a couple of things were obviously changed because, you know, it has the Enchanted Forest chest in here, which we haven't actually found the location of the chest yet, but we did have the key from just before we went into that minigame. I need to kill you before you kill me. I did not jump. Well, at least I did get the Zoe checkpoint by going back for her, so we do have that going for us. Maybe it's a blessing in disguise that I'm facing the wrong way because I won't immediately walk into the honey and take damage. I use the hover quite a lot here. Right. Let's not mess this up this time. Let's get a jump, and he still got me, but I got him. I'm having a lot of trouble with the enemies. I mean, the bees are a given, but normal Riptox, not too sure how to feel about that one. I feel like I'm taking dumb damage. What do you have to say? If you will talk to me. Why do I have to keep edging toward them in order for them to talk to me?
We got ourselves a problem here. Well, these here Riptox have set up shop in our trees. They're using them bees to launch attacks on us. If you could wipe them all out, I'd be much obliged. When you're done, go see my second cousin, Warren Bob.
Obliged. I like the mispronunciations, they're great.
Cool. Now it's time to go kick some Riptox butt.
We're actually kicking bee butt, not Riptox butt. The Riptox just anchored the bees.
Well, them beehives are pretty tough, so you're gonna need to swallow those rocks and spit them out like watermelon seeds.
You're not gonna tell me how to do that, though?
Want to try to extermify them bee critters again?
Again? I haven't even started, mate. I was asking how to do it. Well, Hunter, or at most in this game, apparently, sparks would normally say, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Also, this bee hasn't frozen, which is unfortunate for us. We need to grab this quick and then get just out of range. Okay. Can you see that rock in front of me? That's off the pile. That's the one we're supposed to eat, and I'm not eating it. And then I fell into the honey trying to eat the rock in order to try and do what I need to do. Can we please just...
No.
Oh, I've got one in my mouth. There was no sound effect. I will admit, this is a bit janky, but it is the way how you did it before. You go into first person and you press the fire button to shoot it. It does have a slight arc. Wait. What? Did you notice that it went to 0? Oh. That guy didn't load properly because you can see he's frozen in motion. It's not the bees we need to take out, it's the bee hives. There we are. So, the 0 shows up if you miss. The number shows up if you actually take one out. I'm going to die again. I'm just trying to grab a bloody rock and it won't eat one. So now I need to find some fodder for some health. There's no fodder around here. Right, let's get a jump on this guy. Okay, he didn't get me. It's great, you know what? I don't know if this is going to help. Thank you! Got a flame multiple times there. Right, you know what? I'm going to ignore the most of the gems for now. I need health. And I'm pretty sure there's fodder up here. But it's quite a ways to go just to get some health. It'd be nice if there was a 1-up around here, actually. There's a dragonfly. There's a smack. Yep, got rid of you. I refuse to die again. God, there's no fodder here at all! Okay, I guess I'll die then. Yeah. Yep, I am dying because I slipped off the edge. I was trying to go a little bit further to see if there was at least one fodder a little bit further away, and if it was out of render distance, even though there were some gems there. That 0 means that we've technically missed because all the beehives, I'm pretty sure, have respawned. Shouldn't be having trouble here if the, you know, I was allowed to actually pick up the rock that is literally loaded and ready to be picked up. But it's not happening. Oh, it didn't reset. That honey hive's still gone, I guess. And no, it is. It's still there. I was not... No, it isn't. It's gone. Why did the 0 show up then? I'm contradicting myself multiple times here. Oh, that 0 is for the rock that I have. Because when I fire, I go down to 0 rocks. For some reason, they programmed a counter for how many rocks I'm holding. I'm guessing it was supposed to be like, if I had, game. Oh, God, he loaded. That's scary. He was stunned for so long, but then the game finally decided to wake him up. There we go, now I picked up the rock. You could tell, because you hear a gulping noise, and Spyro actually does the swallow. If I fire there, that should arc all the way. There we are, bullseye. We've got one left. Yeah, I'm guessing that the rocks are supposed to use, like, some sort of counter, like, remember in Spyro 3 with Sergeant Bird, if you had a missile, or if you had multiple missiles, it would actually have a number for you. I think it's using that kind of metric, but, you know, just how it works in this game. I think that's too low. Yeah, it was too low. Like, they don't have much of an arc, but it's enough when you're trying to go for a long-distance shot. Don't. You even. There we go. Right. I'm going to stand right about here. Nope, because that's too close to the bee. But not... You're left stunned for so long. So if I fire there, that should make it, right? And that saves me needing to jump all the way there. There we are, they're all gone. Which is easy, because that means you don't have to take out every bee individually after taking out the beehives. Which cuts down on time, and we get ourselves a dragonfly.
I don't believe it. You did it!
I told you I could handle it. I wasn't born in the backcountry, you know.
That's just rude, isn't it?
Yeah, but I didn't think you could really do it. Now I owe Jimmy Bob $5.
Well.
And you owe us 1 dragonfly.
I sure enough do. Here you go.
Hey, Hey, it's Lily.
I like the conversations in this game. It's like, it's actually two ways and it's banter. I mean, and even it's just basic. Also, Tom Kenny talking to himself. That's kind of funny. Right, so I don't think we actually need a platform all the way around here. I don't think there's anything over this way. It's all above that we need to worry about. This is just a platform if we needed to get better shots and not go long. But, you know, this is the only rock pile in the game, as well as basically, by extension, in the area. So, if you want to keep running back and forth and taking even longer to get rocks, if you do somehow miss at close range, might as well just stay there and go for long shots. Because then you can reload a lot faster. And you're also out of the way of enemy fire. I meant to glide, not to dash. Actually, hang on. Yup. I'll just do that. Right. There's no fodder around here, so we've already established, so we want to be a little bit more careful here. They say, and I'm going a bit gung-ho with my gliding. Need to tone it back a bit. That'll do. Hey, I found a fiver. Yeah, can I have that fiver as well? Put myself 5 above the max? Like we can in, what Stella found out with Fireworks Factory in Spyro 3 Reignited. It was like, for some reason, the first blue gem can respawn if you've already grabbed it after you download the latest update at the time. I'm pressing L and I can't swap my breath. Okay, I think it's because the last thing I had in my mouth was a rock still, so it wouldn't let me swap. And that's still not the right breath. There we go.
Hey, it's Gory.
Wait, no, I just spat out the rocks. So, well, I guess because that number showed up, it still made me not be able to swap my breaths because I was still in rock mode? I don't know. Still armed with a rock. What the hell? Those gems landed upside down and I thought they were going to fall for the floor. That was strange. I say this like I am surprised, but, you know, I shouldn't really be. We all know what game this is. I do that, yeah. But we do want to make our way all the way over here, not only because of the gems, but if we grab that key from earlier, we can open the chest. And we all know what this gives us.
Hey, it's Tim.
There are some who call him Tim. And I think that's the last of all the Enchanted Forest related stuff, if I recall. Probably. The funny thing is, and I'm probably going to mention this again when we're actually done with this project, is that, I know these videos haven't been coming out, like, daily like I was intending to. What happened to my glide there? I just went into a freefall. I don't even think I hit anything. I just dropped like a stone. That was strange. Maybe I hit and clipped the side of the wall with my wing, and that knocked me out? I don't know. Anyway. It's because of the actual documentary, like, for the intro parts of these videos, that takes a long time to actually get started on editing what I've recorded, because otherwise it's just smooth editing and I could get it done easily. It's just sifting through... I sift through 5 hours worth of the documentaries, because it's 3 parts worth, and then I have to, like, choose 3 minutes that is relevant to what we're doing, or just some information that is quite useful.
Thanks for your help, Spyro.
Okay. Let me finish off my help. And then you can give me the Dragonfly.
You did it! You saved us a whole mess of trouble by getting rid of them nasty critters.
Glad I could be of service.
Here's a Dragonfly for you, little fella. Don't spend it all in one play.
It was that a freaking Zelda reference?
Hey, it's Taka.
I wonder if that was actually scripted, or was that Tom Kenny just having a bit of fun?
Well, I was gonna keep that Dragonfly as a pet, but them critters are just more troubles than they're worth. Besides, they got them bug eyes, too. Gives me the creeps.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Rude?
Hi!
What was that? That wasn't Sparks, was it? That was like proper English from Sparks. It wasn't like, huh. You know? I mean, anyone could have done that, and that would have been fine. Anyone can go, huh, and be like, hey, or hey, I don't know. But instead, someone just went, hi. That's not Sparks, is it? Or is it? We'll find that next game. I'll leave it at that. That is a very cheap placement for those gems, because if you don't grab those, especially if you don't have Sparks, and there's no fodder around here, as I mentioned already, you could easily leave the level by accident. Also, when he said, "Thanks for your help, Spyro," and that was it, if you didn't take out the distiller he was standing right next to, he should have probably said, "Could you just take out this last one for me behind me? And I'll give you a Dragonfly or something." He could have just said that. Instead, he's like, "Thanks for your help," and you're like, "What?" It just kind of abruptly ends. I mean, obviously that's what he says when he doesn't give you anything, as if he's already given you something, but I think you get what I mean. It's like, he should have probably said something like, "This is like the last distiller in the area. If you can take this, if you can take the rest of them out, I'll be mighty grateful," or something, and then he gives you the Dragonfly or something. Right, let's grab these. Because there is another portal up there, and that's the Speedway, but there's a lot more stuff down here. Because this will lead back to the beginning of the level, and since that's where the exit gate is, we'll come back up and do that. So, it's, Lloyd. Is there stuff down there? Yeah, come on. I think that was just death by Honey. Yep. That's a sticky fate if I ever saw one. Hey! I saw you. Cheeky. Sparks, could you do your job and actually grab some gems, please? It's like, so far throughout the entire quadrilogy, I guess we can call it at this point, been having problems with Sparks not grabbing gems. I mean, this game is understandable, but the reignited shouldn't really have been an issue. Wait, we've got all the gems and we're back at the beginning of the level. There's no problems there. In fact, I will hop down here because there is fodder. All the fodder's at the start of the level. There we are. Back to max. Now we can come back up this way. Well, I say max. We're at 3 hits still. Yellow, blue, green, and then nothing. I'm 2 Sparks' sparkly hit from Spyro, well, 3, officially. You get it with a cheat code in Spyro 2. There is actually a cheat code to get a 4th hit, and it makes Sparks purple, but we'll get to that later. Because not only is that covered in the documentary, but I'm not going to use it. Not for the main game, at least. I did not want to take that, actually. I just wanted to get up higher so I could get into the portal a lot easier. Way! Because it's time for Speedway shenanigans. The only thing is, I don't know why the missiles only show up, like the red stars. They only show up if you fail or give up once. They don't load in immediately like they should. I'm guessing that's the easy mode for this game. I don't know. That bee's having a bit of a problem in the background there. He's a bit twitchy.
Spyro, that darn bee is one of the Dragonflies. Can you chase him down the slide so we can get the Dragonfly back? But be careful, he's got a stinger that'll whip my bad back right into shape.
I'm an idiot. Maybe I should have practiced this level, because when I was thinking Speedway, I was thinking of Honey Speedway. And now I remember that it's a slide, because you're actually sliding on honey, which previously would hurt us. I was thinking of the Honey Speedway from the other Spyro games. But yeah, now I remember it's a slide, because you slide on honey, and you got to basically get to the bottom before this bee does, so you can stop him in his tracks and get the Dragonfly. And for some reason, I completely forgot about that, thinking it was a Speedway because of Honey Speedway. And I am going super fast right now. Also, the frame rate is buttery smooth. Just like this, I guess we can call this caramelized honey. So that we just kind of slide down. I just saw a big crack in the geometry there. Yeah, so ignore me about the Speedway. I was being a complete idiot. I don't know why I kept saying Speedway. And also, I tried to jump there and I kind of bonked on nothing. Bit weird. I mean, I guess it's like a pipe. So there'll be a visible collision, but still. Is it wise being down here? I don't know which way it would have been better, honestly. It's fine. We're going. A bit silly saying it was a Speedway when it wasn't. But, you know, I can't be perfect at everything, and I'm going to have to take it because it just shows that I did not practice, and I'm still not doing too badly. But then again, it was like with the Reignited trilogy. I didn't practice either because I could have practiced on the originals, but at the exact same time I didn't know what the changes were.
Too bad, Spyro. The bee managed to get away. They try catching him again.
Yeah, we can give it one more go. So I guess this isn't actually going to be as long as I thought it was. Also, the music's about to loop now. But yeah, got to be more on the left when I get to that point on the slide. So let's do all that again. It just makes me wonder though, it's like, you did have slides in Spyro 3 as well. But they were like, there was one in a midnight level with the gems, I forget the name off the top of my head, but that had a slide in a separate, like, minigame area. But then you also had Haunted Tombs, which did have a slide in the main area, and it was kind of like in the middle of the level. And that was actually the more difficult of the two, especially in the Reignited Trilogy, due to the fact of the momentum-based physics. You didn't just go at a set speed. Actually, I think this might be momentum-based physics, because you gradually lose speed if... Well, you gradually have to gain your speed if you bonk into something. So, it makes me wonder. But these slides obviously don't play like those slides in the original trilogy. These are probably actually better designed, because they're a lot wider, they're a lot faster, a lot smoother. Like, even for PS1 standards, this is running very smoothly. And you gotta think, this is a very big area, but there's nothing really loaded, it's just geometry. There's no, like, extra decals or anything like that. It's flat textures that you're sliding on. Jump through the ring, there we go. Oh my god, I'm going a bit too fast! Help! Through these pretzel trees, and there we are, we made it to the bottom before the bee did. We can then get our Dragonfly, but we don't have to actually wait for the bee, we just fought this guy. And I didn't twist my head in a 180 motion.
Good job, Spyro! With your help, we managed to stop that bee right in its tracks. He won't be bothering anyone anymore. I got the Dragonfly from him, too! Here you be.
Here you be.
Hey, it's Clubtail.
Clubtail? That's like a Pokemon name if it was actually a Pokemon.
Wanna practice riding down the honey slide again? Funny, that slide's not very sticky. This honey must be of a uniquely unsticky variety.
See, even the game questions it. It doesn't make sense.
Okay, come back anytime.
Okay, that particular voice clip did not sound right. That's like me saying, come back anytime. Instead of going for the voice, and they keep on going. And then with the voice cracks and all that. That's probably better. I should have been doing that. But yeah, again, I don't know why I was thinking of Honey Speedway this entire time. I knew it was a slide. I was thinking that was another gate, but this game only has 2 gates. It's just me being stupid and having a massive brain fart. But with that, was that the last Dragonfly? I'm pretty sure it was, because we opened up the chest. We got all the gems, so we don't have to worry about that. 70 Dragonflies, that seems like all 10 of them. And I'm just walking in the air. And it, well, it's almost a midnight sky. That kind of worked out for the best. But yeah, it didn't actually tell me that I got all the Dragonflies. So let me check the atlas real quick. But it said we had 70, so I'm assuming that we do have them all, because we're on neat numbers now. We, in fact, do. So it is Thieves' Den time next time. And that is universally considered the worst level of the game. So that's going to be fun. And there is some general criticisms with the level as well. Because it is also, other than Crop Circle Country, the largest level in the game. So, look forward to that. See you guys next time.